welcome back. It is time to get to Ring of Honor. Now, of course, I am keeping my word here on this show that when Ring of Honor does tapings for their TV shows, I will not spoil the results on that. So let's get to the card for really the month of June for Ring of Honor, because all their shows are set for June. Starting off 1 week from tonight, back to Manassas, Virginia. I will be there live and in person. This really is the best looking card that they've had in Manassas up to this point. Jerry Lynn, main event, non-title match against Tyler Black. Davey Richards against Jay Briscoe. Bryan Danielson against Kenny King. Kevin Steen and El Generico against the Young Bucks. Four Corner Survival sees Austin Aries, Roderick Strong, D'Lo Brown, and Eddie Edwards. Sanjay Dutt against Jimmy Jacobs. And a six-man tag match, Jimmy Rave, Claudio Castagnoli, and Ernie Osiris against the Necro Butcher, Colt Cabana, and Grizzly Redwood, plus Nigel McGuinness, Rhett Titus, and Shawn Spears. Now, 1 week from tomorrow night, they make their way back to New York City for Manhattan Mayhem 3. Main event, Jerry Lynn will defend the Ring of Honor title against Austin Aries. Now, this match originally was supposed to have Ric Flair as the referee, but apparently there were some discussions. Ric Flair will be at ringside now. He will be the outside referee. The American Wolves will put up the Ring of Honor World Tag Team titles against Kevin Steen and El Generico in a submission match. Jimmy Jacobs will face Tyler Black in a First Blood match. Bryan Danielson, Colt Cabana, Claudio Castagnoli, and D'Lo Brown, Four Corner Survival. The Necro Butcher against Jimmy Rave. Sanjay Dutt against Roderick Strong. The Young Bucks against Rhett Titus and Kenny King. And Jay Briscoe against Guido Maritato, and Nigel McGuinness will be in attendance for that event. Now, the next set of Ring of Honor TV tapings are June the 19th and the 20th. Scheduled for the 19th, the American Wolves, Bryan Danielson, the Briscoe Brothers, Austin Aries, Colt Cabana, Nigel McGuinness, Tyler Black, D'Lo Brown, Jay Briscoe, Cheech and Cloudy, Kevin Steen, El Generico, Sami Callihan, Roderick Strong, the Dark City Fight Club, Claudio Castagnoli, Kenny Omega, Kenny King, Rhett Titus, Delirious, Jimmy Rave, Brent Albright, and Eric Stevens. For the 20th, ooh, I almost threw that note up. For the 20th, Jerry Lynn, the American Wolves, Bryan Danielson, the Briscoes, Austin Aries, Colt Cabana, Nigel McGuinness, Tyler Black, D'Lo Brown, Jay Briscoe's already been said, Sanjay Dutt, Eddie Kingston, Cheech and Cloudy, Kevin Steen, El Generico, Sami Callihan, Roderick Strong, Dark City Fight Club, Claudio Castagnoli, Kenny King, Rhett Titus, Delirious, Jimmy Rave, Brent Albright, and Eric Stevens. Now, 3 weeks from tonight, Ring of Honor is back in Detroit, Michigan with a double main event. Tyler Black will face Jimmy Jacobs in the confines of a steel cage. The American Wolves, if still the tag champs, will put the gold on the line against Bryan Danielson and Kenta. Nigel McGuinness will face Claudio Castagnoli. D'Lo Brown against Colt Cabana. Rhett Titus and Kenny King against Eric Stevens and Brent Albright. And Kevin Steen and El Generico will face Josh Raymond and Christian Abel, plus Petey Williams, Joey Ryan, Austin Aries, Bison Smith, Delirious, and Skull Crusher Rashke Brown. And finally, the next night, June the 27th, Chicago, Illinois. This is already being talked about as a potential match of the year candidate. Tyler Black against Kenta in the main event, plus Colt Cabana and Brent Albright against Claudio Castagnoli and Joey Ryan in a Chicago street fight. Kenny King will face Petey Williams, D'Lo Brown against Eric Stevens, and Four Corner Survival, Rhett Titus, Delirious, Egotistico Fantastico, and Sami Callihan, plus Bryan Danielson, Austin Aries, the American Wolves, Nigel McGuinness, Kevin Steen, El Generico, Jimmy Jacobs, Brent Albright, and Rashke Brown. Now, to their top 10, there is one change this week. Eric Stevens is now on the list. He is at 10, Delirious 9, Brent Albright 8, Colt Cabana 7, Claudio Castagnoli 6, Jay Briscoe 5, Roderick Strong 4, Bryan Danielson 3, Tyler Black 2, and Austin Aries remains at number 1. Not a lot of indies to go through, but there are a couple of big events coming up next.